Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It's Saturday, the 16th of January 2021. This is my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the charts I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods as per my books 2 and 3. So big welcome to all the new members of the YouTube channel, Facebook group or Telegram channels. It's greatly appreciated and welcome to the JAGfx family. If you want to contribute in any of those platforms, feel free. I'm always keen to see how other people think or how they trade. Always looking for new ideas to improve my own trading. So I'm sure there's a lot more smarter people than me out there. All right, it's the weekend. The sun is out, which is great to see. I'm nearly over this cold slash flu slash man flu, whatever you want to call it. It's been knocking me around for a week. It's giving me the shits. I'm over it. But life goes on. There's worse problems than my cold. So first up, let's have a look at, I'll bring up this Word document. When you look at these charts, you may not know what all the different colors, all the lines, the indicators, etc. are. You can pause the video. Like I always say, if English is not your first language, I talk too slow, too quick. You can speed the video up, slow the video down. Pause it, take a screenshot, or have a read of this article. I'll put it up at the end. It basically just tells you what everything is on my chart. So I do generally explain everything as I go along, but that just gives you an idea. So all the coloured lines, etc., and what the indicators are. All right, moving right along. First up, let's have a look at what's coming up in the news. Now, this is the Forex Factory Economic Calendar, which is free. This is my one that's filtered for me, so it only shows high impact, which are the red articles, and medium impact, which are the orange articles. So we'll start with Monday. It's a holiday in the US. I'm not sure what the holiday is. I should know, but I can't remember. I think it might be something to do with Martin Luther King. I'm not sure, but there's a holiday in the US on Monday, so it'll be pretty quiet. But it's a pretty busy week. Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure there's a presidential US president inauguration in here somewhere too. But anyway, Wednesday, we've got Canadian interest rates, so that'll be big news for the Canadian. Dollar, Aussie on Tuesday, early Tuesday morning, we've got employment numbers, which is a market mover for the Aussie. And in Japan, we've also got their interest rate news. Not really a big mover. It's probably negative anyway. So Euro, we've got the same interest rate news, the main refinancing rate. That's their interest rate news, so that is a market mover sometimes. Then I've got a talking head, CPI out of New Zealand, then some flash manufacturing numbers out of some European countries to finish off the week on Friday. But yeah, a lot happening in the middle of the week this week. So just be careful. A lot of interest rate news can move those relevant currencies. I don't think there's anything below that, is there? No, just another flash manufacturing thing out of all the different countries, US and Canada. So that's the news. All right, so let's skip to the charts. Now, where are we? Trading View. It's not hard to find, is it, Jim? Here it is. All right, this is my watch list on the right. These are all the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame in alphabetical order. Now, you'll see highlighted in blue means there's trades on, like the Usd Swiss we're looking at now. Highlighted in this pink colour means it's something I'm looking at. Probably coming up on Monday, the market open. For me, I live in Vietnam, so the market's open for me at 5 a.m. on Monday morning. I don't get out of bed till, 5 a.m. I don't get out of bed till 6, so it doesn't really worry me. Waiting the hour for the spreads to come in, etc. But yeah, on Monday, I'll be doing something with those ones. The ones that aren't highlighted means there's no trade on at the moment on those pairs. So we've got a lot happening. Not a great deal, but generally this is all pretty well coloured up. But let's have a look. So we'll start with the Usd Swiss. I'll just go through each pair. It looks like a very busy chart. It is. There's a lot of lines on the chart because there's a lot of trades. Now, if you read that Word document that I posted earlier, you'll notice that I'll just explain a few things. So a while back, like back here sometime, which was April last year, I was doing a lot of hedging on just about every sequence of trade. So I've got a couple of old pairs here. You'll see it on the Aussie Swiss, Aussie USD, New Zealand, and also the Swiss franc and pound New Zealand. You'll see a lot of old sequences that I'm trying to work my way out of. So don't worry about these too much. The hedging sequences nowadays, I'm only taking on hidden divergence, which is one of my pets. I love my hidden divergence, and I'm pretty confident I can work my way out of most trades with that. So these days, it's all based on what I perceive to be a good setup at the time. Not so much hedging unless there's a hidden divergence. So sequence one was that one that started back in April, whatever. So that's these trades here. Trades are designated by the blue for buy and reds for sells. Where in this example here, there's a blue line, the vertical line up. There's the entry there, that blue level there. So that's why there's so many lines on the charts. I know it gets a bit messy looking. Green lines signify bullish divergence, either formed or forming. And red lines are bearish divergence. These blue lines are just levels that interest me. In this case, it was resistance, sort of resistance, close resistance, 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 bang, resistance, then broke it. Now, yeah, it's probably, and I'm always drawing these potential divergence lines in play as the market moves. So every day I'll just adjust these lines. If it's no longer valid, then I just delete them. But I just like a bit of preparation. So here we have sequence 2. You can read my notes on the charts here, what I do, how I manage the trade, where I bought, where the stop was set, what the details around the trade were, then any trade management, like 21st of December, close 0-1 and move my stop up, 4th of Jan, move stop, 12th of Jan, move stop. So this is the stop, this red dotted line, entry was here, already taken half off, stop and place there. This thing's got big possible regular bearish divergence. There's a grey vertical line, which is a warning line for me. The reason why the warning line's there is a red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. This is the MACD platinum. Remember, with the MACD, I'm looking to sell when it's above the 0 level. There's the 0 level, and I'm looking to buy when it's below the 0 level. So in this case, the latest thing was a red dot. It's above the 0 level, so I'm looking to sell. I put a warning line in there, waiting for a red QMP dot. In the meantime, this thing looks like it's going to roll over to the downside. The Aussie's been on a bit of a tear, so it needs a bit of a breather. All right, moving right along. Aussie Yen, it's highlighted in pink. There's no trades on at the moment. On Monday, I'll be taking a sell trade. I could probably draw a little, here's my trend line. Yeah, little double top there now. But as you can see, price has been going up, higher highs on price, and the MACD Platinum, which is an oscillator, has not been going up. So there's regular bearish divergence. So I'll be taking a sell on Monday. It's a high risk trade because I'm going into the trend. You can see the trend's clearly up. So we're going into the trend. So if you normally risk, say, 2% on a trade, this trade you might only risk 1%. My stop's going to be in place there. And I'll just take my entry. As long as there's not a huge gap on the weekend, you can assume my entry is going to be around this level in here somewhere. And we'll try and trade it down. This grey line here represents the first time I had to go to sell in here. It failed. I closed it and I took a loss of $25. So this is my second attempt at a sell on this move up. Generally, with regular bearish divergence or regular bullish divergence, it eventually works. It might just take a few goes. It is high risk trading. You are going against the trend normally. So you can see it's gone up. Now I've got this little double top here. MACD Platinum's above the 0 level. We'll look for a sell on Monday. That's the Aussie Yen. Righto. Aussie New Zealand. This is one I did hedge. I took a sell trade here at S1. It was a nice sell trade. There was big hidden bearish divergence, hence no stop in place. Then I had a buy signal here, which I took a hedge buy. Now this is going up. In the meantime, I'm locking in a loss between these two lines. So just locking in a loss, and this thing's just going up, and you can see the MACD starting to turn up. Again, I've started to draw my lines in, possible regular bearish divergence setting up. Could be a while yet, may be invalidated, but at the moment, these lines get adjusted until it's no longer valid. Then I'm looking for a sell signal, basically, to bring a second sell signal and clear all these trades in one hit. So it's a pair I don't mind trading, the Aussie New Zealand, and at the moment, we're going nowhere with it. Aussie USD, this is one I am in a sequence from way back here. Again, this is back in April last year when I was hedging a lot. Now I'm not hedging so much. my most recent trade. There's sequence 1, that's that continuation of that trade there. Here's sequence 2 here, the latest trade, the one you should be more interested in. It was a sell. It's gone against me, didn't go up to close to the stop at all. Now it's come down nicely and it's starting to head down. MACD Platinum's getting close to zero level, so just keep an eye on it. Ideally, you want to try and see if you can drive the price back to this 50 EMA at least. The green lines normally signify a big number. In this case, it's a 75-cent level. That's a 70 level. And this yellow line is the break even for 72410, overall break even. So if price gets down to here, I can close all these trades in profit. A profit to date on this pair is $1,583. So it's good profit. It's a pair I don't mind trading. It's my home country pair too. It's this profit to date is how much I've made on each individual pair since I've started trading on the daily time frame. Keep in mind that my base lot is 0.02 on all trades. So that means 20 cents a pip. So it's not bad going for 20 cents a pip. Cad Swiss, this is one of my pet hates. Good news is I've cleared the old sequence 2. Now I've got the sequence 3 is now being made, called sequence 2, which is this buy here, the stop and place there. This red rectangle box, you'll see that these boxes every now and then, it's just the resistance level. So we got up the bang, hit there, bang, hit there, bang, hit there, bang, then come up, and this just popped through my overall break even for the old sequence 2. So I closed all my trades, took a bit of a hit on the overnight interest, about $100 I think, and that's why my profit to date is so low on this pair. But the problem is this batch of trades here, out of mind, out of sight. I'll show you where they are. There's 5 trades I took a long time ago, 5 buy trades. Here they are here. October 2019 through to December 2019. They're sitting there, 5 buy trades. Then we had COVID, and we just haven't got back up there. I dropped the ball. I'm stuck with them. They're running at a loss. I know that. But the good thing is, if there is a good thing, they're positive swap. So they're not losing any money on the overnight interest rate. If I kept them for 10 years, as long as it didn't affect my margin and my account, I could keep it for 10 years and I'd probably break even if I close price down here. I'm making money on the swap. But they're still there. In the meantime, I'm going to work the right edge of the chart. Look, at the end of the day, I might just close these, take the $2,000 hit and take it off my overall spreadsheet. Talking about spreadsheets, all my trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet through Google Drive. There's a link to that spreadsheet in the description of the video below. Now, I call these trades every day in my Facebook group and Telegram channels. I call them at the time the trades are taken, and I also call any management to those trades. So basically, I call everything live from start to finish. So it's very transparent, and I've done over, 1,400, 1,500 trades, I think. So there's plenty of proof in the pudding. Right, Cad Swiss, yeah, it's a problem pair, but it's not the end of the world. Cad Yen, right, on Monday, what do we got? We've got a new sell signal on Monday. You can see it here. Again, we've got this big red box. The price, it's a zone, not a specific price. So prices come up, down. Back up towards it, back down. Sort of getting close to it, back into it again, down. Now back into it, nearly penetrated it sort of thing. Well, penetrate, it's a tough word to use because you don't know exactly where it is. But in the meantime, I've got this buy, so there's not much I can do with this buy. I've already closed half and moved the stop up to above the entry point. I'll leave it in play because it gives me a partial hedge. On Monday, I'll be taking a sell here. It's a high-risk trade again because we're going into a trend, but I'm liking this resistance level here. The price action traders would love this stuff, and my stop might be a little bit tight, but that's where it'll be, just up there. So taking a sell on Monday, and I'll just leave the buy as is. There's not much wiggle room there, and it'll give me a bit of a partial hedge anyway. Euro Aussie, not much happening here. Again, this is an old sequence from way back. Here's sequence 1, starts back here. I've just got to try and work my way out of them. Made some good profit, made 1,700 on this. At the moment, it's all hedged. You can see there, it's a bit hard to read, but it's hedged. break even, not applicable, as hedge. So I've only got the one sequence. Again, we're setting up for possible divergence. This line's probably no longer that valid. This green line here is 1.6. That's just a big round number. So I'm looking for a buy, warning signal, warning line there. There's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So we're looking to go to the buy side, which will break this hedge. And I might also take a sequence 2 buy trade with a stop in place. So probably take 2 trades on the next buy signal. Right, let's have a look. You'll see other notes on my chart sometimes. This one, the 22nd of December buy. So that was this one in here. Took a buy in there and I lost $32. So my first attempt, this will be the second attempt. There was divergence on that, or double bottom on that, divergence. This one, there'll also be divergence. Euro CAD, no trades on at the moment. We're in this zone to this level. So we're probably looking for a reversal. The MACD platinum's well below the zero level, so definitely looking for buys. Being very, bit of sideways action on the Euro CAD. Made a few dollars on it, so it's not bad. Euro pound, no trades on at the moment. Made a few dollars on that. Again, it's coming to this big level. So support, 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 support. Price action traders will be getting excited. For us, nothing yet until we get a buy signal. And MACD platinum's below the zero level, so waiting to go to the buy side. Euro yen in a sell. Possibly should have a look at tightening this up on Monday. Yeah, I might close half and bring the stop in on Monday. We're through the zero level already. We started below the zero level. We had this nice sort of, again, sort of resistance level up the top here, just marked a different color, and we had regular bearish divergence there. I had a couple of digs at this already. There's my first attempt on that line there, second attempt at a sell there. This is my third attempt. So I took losses of 23, 27. Now it looks like we've got the winner eventually, unless something drastic changes. In the meantime, I'm drawing my green potential hidden bullish divergence levels. As I said, I'll just keep on adjusting these every day until they're no longer valid. If they're no longer valid, just delete them. But in the meantime, I like to have a bit of preparation. So Monday, yes, I might, I've highlighted it now, I might look at, say, closing half. This thing's had a big bearish candle on Friday, which is great, and put my stop maybe just above this previous candle here. Just give me a bit of wiggle room. Right, Euro New Zealand, no trades happening at the moment. Potentially setting up for a buy. MACD is below the zero level. There's a warning line in place and possible regular bullish divergence. So it'd be high risk trade into the trend if I did take it. Euro USD, it's highlighted in pink. It's a sell trade. This is my second attempt at it. The first one was here. Again, high risk into the trend. Closed it out, lost, and got a new one here. MACD's already well through the zero level, but there's a good divergence. Now we're at the 50 EMA, and we're getting close to this 1.2 big level. It's a high risk trade, very similar to the Euro Yen. Again, potential hidden bullish divergence forming. So on Monday, I'll close half and I'll put my stop just above this high in here. So close half, put my stop in. It'll recover some of that loss a little bit. And this thing can keep on going as long as it'll stop and tighten stop up, and I can't lose on this trade. That's the main thing. Pound Aussie, nothing. Oh, yep, I'm in a buy. Going nowhere fast, had this nice support level. This box was just put on the chart because the MACD platinum was below the zero level for a long time, which is unusual. See over here, it was above the zero level for a long time. Eventually that'll break and you had that bang, nice move down. So generally, the MACD oscillates through the zero level. As you can see, it always goes through the zero level and back down and up and down. So I'm in a buy here. It's a high risk trade. There's a stop in place there. You can read my notes. Just pause the video, read my notes. Trying to get back up towards his MAs at least, and the MACD platinum through the zero level. Looks like it's been probably a day off, so I might end up just closing this trade for a small gain, if that, or just closing half and putting a really tight stop in, something along those lines. Pound Swiss, this was giving me a bit of grief, this pair. It's just all over the shop. I was in this buy here, it had come down, went up and came down again. I think I closed out here somewhere. Bit early by looks because it's gone down again. I've gone back up and back down and up. And Now we're at this big level up here. I'm not in a trade at the moment. You can see this is a significant level. But generally these levels, the more times it gets hit, people think it's stronger. It actually gets weaker because there's more chance of it breaking through. So yeah, it's a bit of a, who knows. I'm sure the price action traders will be getting super excited again because we're back to this same level again. And if a sell presents, I'll take the sell also. The MACD platinum's above the 0 level. We are at this resistance level. It's having trouble getting through. It's a pair I don't mind trading. It's not making us millions out of it, but it's nice, steady. Pound yen. Now I've got this highlighted in pink. There must be a reason. Well, we've got on Monday we'll have this red dot on the MACD platinum, so hence the warning line in there. So getting ready for potential sell. With TradingView, you'll notice that I get my signals on the weekend. MT4, MT5, you will not get them. They don't present their dots, their MACD platinum dots or their QMP filter dots until the open of the Monday candle. It's a good thing about TradingView. It's one thing I do like about it. With the daily chart analysis, you sometimes get the dots forming on the weekends, which is great. So it gives you a good heads up what's coming on Monday. As long as there's no huge gaps, generally my Monday goes pretty well to the script of the weekend video, so it's good. So the reason it's highlighted in pink, the pound yen, I'm in a buy here. I've already closed half. This buy was based on hidden bullish divergence, as you can see by my notes here. So I was quite happy to take it without a stop. Price came down, price has gone up. As I said, I've closed up. Got my stop in place here, so I might just bring my stop up a bit closer. So probably below this low in here on Monday. That's what I'm looking at. Just locking a little bit more profit. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in, potential regular bearish divergence, which would be high risk trade into the trend. Right, pound New Zealand. This is one of my problem pairs, but when I say problem, it's not the problem, big problem that I've been in a lot of trades for a long time, all the way since back here, which is January a year. So I'm in a couple of sequences, as you can see. You can see sequence 1 here. Let's get it lined up. And sequence 2 here. The overall break-evens is solid yellow line all the way up here. The break-even for sequence 1 would be, I'd say, that line, or that could be sequence 2 line. Sequence 2. Yeah, sequence 2 by looks. 1, 2, 1. Doesn't really matter. Overall break-evens up here. It's a long way away, but don't get too stressed about it. I've made some good money on this pair, $9,280 roughly. So all I'm trying to do is make as much money as I can and eventually get to these break-even levels. I've actually been at the break-even levels before and declined the close out because I would have lost a bit on swap, but I should have done it at the time in hindsight. But no, we'll just keep on plumbing along. It's a pair, as I said, I don't mind trading. I like the pair, how it moves. So I'll get out of these sequences eventually and we'll see how we go. So that's the pound New Zealand. So we're in 2 older sequences and there's nothing on the right edge of the chart at the moment. I didn't take this buy because it wasn't a valid sort of setup. I'm not sure if I took that one. Yeah. But we'll just wait for it. Hopefully this will just head up somewhere. Price keeps on going up. That'd be nice. There's a nice sort of support level here. If it keeps on going up into there, I can get a little bit creative with these trades and I can reverse. I can just pivot both of these sequences if I wish. Right, pound USD. Now this pair's been causing me a bit of grief. The initial, I'm in one sequence here, sequence 1. I've been in it for a while now. This thing is just, green dot, red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot, and it's just going nowhere. And look, you can see how the MACD platinum sort of hugging the 0 level. It's all pretty tight and all pretty flat compared to these nice moves. It's a pair I like trading. As you can see by my profit, there's just over $9,000 on it. So it's a pair I do like trading, but I just can't seem to get out of this sequence. It was initially taken based on hidden bearish divergence. Now, I think I've been close to break even a couple of times, but just either I hadn't had set up my trade manager or I missed it or something. So I'm going to pay the price. But in the meantime, it's all hedged. I can't lose anything on these trades other than overnight interest and the loss I'm locking in. In the meantime, I've got to try and work out a way. So if I get a sell signal somewhere up here, last one is a warning signal, look at the MACD, it's just right on the zero level. So if I do get a sell signal here, I'll take the sell, I'll break the hedge, and the overall break even will be in here somewhere. So it hasn't got that far to go. There's plenty of divergence there. There's a nice little double top. There's regular bearish divergence, but it's just a pain in the butt at the moment. But it's generally the ones that are the pain in the butt do give you the most reward. So it's a bit of a catch-22. New Zealand CAD, New Zealand bro. All right, this is a pair I don't mind trading. Made a few dollars on it. It has, as you can see, it has some nice moves. You know, there was comments in the last couple of days. There's been a couple of people point out that the QMP, which is what I base my signals on, which is a combination of the MACD Platinum, this indicator, and the QQE Advance, which is another indicator you don't see on the chart. People say it gets you a bit late. Now, look, I get it, I know, but you have to wait for confirmation. You need some sort of signal. Now, let's have a look at an example. So here's a downtrend. You know, it's not a trade to take. It's not a valid trade anyway, but most of the trend's already gone, so we're not worried about that. But here's a buy signal, which is a valid buy signal. You know, if it got us on one of these candles, yeah, that'd be much better, but it doesn't. It gets on this one. So there's still plenty of pips to be made here. Depending on where your stop is, you can go all the way up here. You know, so don't get too concerned that the signal's a little bit late. It's, you know, you're rarely going to catch the tops and bottoms. Anyone that says they do, they're either lying or they've got on the best systems on the planet. They should be super rich, living on an island somewhere. It's trading's hard going. You know, like this is a buy signal here. It's not a valid signal as such, but you know, like there's the bottom there. So you know, that's only a couple of candles later. Then there's still a decent move up. Here's a sell, and the sell's, yeah, it looks like it's on the top, but it's obviously on the open of this candle here. That's a decent little move. Here's your buy here. Price, yeah, it's not getting in here, but you don't expect to. You know, you need some sort of confirmation. Your stop will be here, and you know, you're making plenty. Here's your sell here. It's near the top, but still getting here, and we're going down. So don't get too concerned about that. And when I first started trading, all I traded on the daily charts was off these dots. Took every dot, just put the stop above the dot. Some pairs you'll make killing. You'll have losses, but you know, when you get something like this, take your trade, put your stop here, bang. Take the trade, put your stop above the dot. You still manage the trade. Put your stop just here, bang, up you go. You'll make plenty. But anyway, I digress. New Zealand CAD in a sell, already closed half. We're getting close to the zero level, the MACD, the 50, sorry, EMA. So we're going all right there. Can't lose on that one. New Zealand, Japanese yen in a sell, highlighted in purple. Must be a reason. I'm going to close half and put my stop just above these highs here on Monday. We're at the zero level. It was a high risk trade. It was a nice big bearish candle. I'll take a few pips there. It's not a bad pair to trade. It's not the most fastest thing. These are big numbers, 70 and 75. So just close half on Monday, put my stop at just above the 75-cent level there. New Zealand USD, very similar to the Aussie. Moves very similar in a lot of ways, and I'm in the same trades basically. The only difference is with the Aussie, I'm also, with the New Zealand to the Aussie, I'm also in a sequence 2, which I'm having a bit of trouble getting out of. But good news is, on the Friday, eventually we had the big bearish candle we're looking for, and prices on the move down. So this is my overall break-even level for sequence 2, which is not too far away, which is great. Here's my overall break-even level, which is not that far away either. You know, the move's been from here up to there, similar to the Aussie. If you put a fib tool on, for example, just roughly, I'm just not a big fib user, but every now and then, you know, the overall break-even is around the just below the 50 level, which is what you'd expect on a trend retracement if you're a GAN fan like I used to be. So, yeah. So that's just Aussie's, New Zealand's doing all right. Good profit, 1,900. I'll skip the USD Swiss Franc like I do every week. Go to the Aussie on the mind. USD Japanese yen, nothing doing at the moment. It's a pair that's, I don't mind trading, but it's been tough going lately. Just not much happening. Again, lines are drawn in place. Potential setup for hidden bearish divergence, lower highs on price and higher highs on the MACD Platinum. Hasn't been confirmed yet. Still need a red QMP dot to confirm to take the sell trade. In the meantime, this thing's just meandering around. Last signal is this buy, which I've declined to take, and it's probably the smart thing to do. Now I've got this warning signal, so yeah. All right, let's move on to my pet hate, USD Swiss Franc. You must be getting sick of me talking about it. All right, first thing I want to point out, I've made $7,157 on it. So I made a few dollars on it. The worst thing is I'm in all these sequences from back here. So that's March last year. So that's this cluster of trades up here. Then we had this big COVID drop. Now we've got a small cluster of trades here. Now we've got a few cluster of trades down here. I'm in 3 sequences. So I have managed to get rid of a couple of sequences. So that's the good news. It's heading the right way, which is good. Look, this is a pair. It's a pair I'd ditch from my watch list if I could ever clear it. I can't see me clearing it anytime soon. In the meantime, I've just got to try and work the right edge of the chart and just make much money as possible and keep on add to this 7,100 by some creative trade management. Looks like a lot of trades. It looks like a hell of a lot of trades. There is. But overall, I'm only plus 0.52, so half a full lot to the upside. Overall break-evens off the charts. I'm not expecting to get there. It's 107, which is way up here somewhere. That's not really here nor there, considering this sequence 3 is hedged and sequence 2 and 1 are both long. So I'm trying to mix them up a bit. I want to keep at least them, and I don't want them all long or all short. So keep 2 at one and 1 at the other. So at the moment I'm hedged on 1 and long on the other 2. So at the last trade taken was this buy in here, so we're heading in the right direction. And that number there would be the 90-cent level. If we get up here and somewhere, it'd be good. I'd like to get amongst these trades. And what happens then, I can look at closing. The next signal I'll be looking for is a sell. So say it does get up here somewhere, then I could probably look at closing the latest buys and adding to my profit sort of thing. So hard work, I know, but it's just the way it is. I've been caught with my pants down on this pair. It is the one that I don't lose sleep over. It's the one that's caused me the most grief on the daily charts. And dragging me down a little bit. So let's go back and I'll bring that Word document up again. So that's what all the different lines on the charts mean. Again, you can read that. I know I rushed through it pretty quick and a lot of you might not understand me, etc. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward, the system. There's YouTube videos that show it. If you just go on my YouTube channel, just type in high probability example and you'll come up with a couple of videos that show the setup and how the system works if you're a little bit unsure. Again, thanks for watching, guys. If you do like the video, please hit the like button or at least hit the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Saturday, the sun's out. I might go and hit the beach. It's about 24 degrees today, which is good for here. And I'll chat to you nice folks next week sometime. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe. Cheers.